Jack the Ripper, an unsolved mystery. Welcome to this new episode of our show dedicated to uncovering the most mysterious crimes in history. Today, we dive deep into one of the most thrilling and terrifying stories ever, the story of Jack the Ripper. In the autumn of 1888, the residents of the Whitechapel district in London experienced a real nightmare. A series of gruesome murders shocked this poor neighborhood, and the unknown killer, known as Jack the Ripper, became the talk of the town and the press. Let's uncover the details of this terrifying story together. The terrifying beginning. On a dark night of August 31st, 1888, the body of Mary Ann Nichols, a prostitute, was found on Bucks Row. Her body was horrifically mutilated, with a deep cut across her throat and stab wounds to her abdomen. This crime marked the beginning of a series of heinous murders that terrified the entire city of London. The victims. 10 days later, on September 8, 1888, the body of Annie Chapman was found on Hanbury Street. Her body was also brutally mutilated. Then, on the night of September 30th, 1888, Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes were killed on the same night. Elizabeth's body was found in Dutfield's yard but was not severely mutilated, suggesting the killer might have been interrupted. Just an hour later, Catherine's body was found in Mitre Square, horrifically mutilated. Finally, on November 9, 1888, the body of Mary Jane Kelly was found in her room in Miller's Court. This was the most brutal of all the murders, with her body mutilated beyond recognition. She was the last known victim of Jack the Ripper. The investigations. The London police were under immense pressure to capture the killer, but the investigative techniques of the time were very primitive. There were no DNA databases or modern scientific methods to aid in the investigation. The police intensified their patrols and interviewed hundreds of witnesses and suspects, but to no avail. The killer was always one step ahead. The mysterious letters. The investigators received numerous letters from people claiming to be the killer. The most famous of these were the Dear Boss letter and the From Hell letter. The first letter, signed Jack the Ripper, contained threats of further killings. The second letter, which was accompanied by half of a human kidney, was the most disturbing. The authenticity of these letters has never been confirmed, but they added to the mystery and intrigue surrounding the case. The suspects. Despite intensive investigations, no one was ever arrested for the murders. The list of suspects included doctors, former criminals, and even a member of the royal family. Some theories suggest the killer might have been a butcher or someone with medical knowledge, given the precision of the wounds and mutilations inflicted on the victims. Among the well-known suspects were Montague John Druitt, who committed suicide shortly after the last murder. There was also Aaron Kosminski, a Polish immigrant with mental health issues who was committed to an asylum. Another suspect was Francis Tumblety, an American doctor who was arrested on other charges but fled to America before he could be thoroughly investigated for the Ripper murders. The legacy and legend. The story of Jack the Ripper has become part of British folklore and has been the subject of numerous books, films, and studies. The identity of the killer remains a mystery, adding to the allure and excitement of the story. Many amateur detectives and authors have tried to uncover his identity over the years, but no one has been able to provide conclusive evidence identifying Jack the Ripper. And here we reach the end of this thrilling episode about one of the most mysterious crimes in history. The story of Jack the Ripper remains one of the most terrifying and fascinating stories, continuing to inspire many tales and investigations to this day. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive all new updates. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.